about this. I hope it's working now. Oh, Windows, 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 you kill me. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everybody's doing well. We are back in Blueprints with no continuation. We are going to be playing this on Steam. Hey, Christy. Thank you to Wander for sending me the game. The reason why Steam is going to be so much better is because, as you can see on the screen right now, instead of sharing the game, I'm sharing the display. And what that does is when I take a screenshot, it'll let us see the screenshots. And if we have notes that we need to write down, we can write them down here. And I can share them with you guys instead of just me writing them in a notebook and you not being able to see what I'm looking at. Good morning to Chantel. Thank you. You were in here early. Woo! Lunas, what's up? Tina, good morning. I hope you have your coffee and your notebook. Christy, hello, hello, honey. How are you? And we got everybody. And Wander has arrived. Yay! So this game has it has blown me away. I love it. I absolutely love it. Here's the Steam page. Here's the little synopsis. Welcome to Mount Holly, where every dawn unveils a new mystery. Navigate through shifting corridors and ever-changing chambers in this genre-defying strategy puzzle adventure. But will your unpredictable path lead you to the rumored Room 46? So that's the basis of the game. Let's hop into it. For anybody that's been watching, oh my God, it's a month already? Wow. Thank you, Christy. Thank you very much. In case anybody's watching that hasn't seen it before, I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. Aw, me too, me too, me too. Love it, love it. Give you a little bit of a breakdown. Then we're going to go into our notes, and I want to jot down some of these things that I have here on paper. And then we will start playing. Yay! Blueprints. Hey, Pi. How are you? I hope you're doing well this Monday. Athos? Okay, I'll take a look. I think I was on there for 2 seconds to drop some pictures and got off. Can't complain.
Declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Hi, Sally.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S.
Herbert.
Sinclair.
Okay, it is Herbert. Woo! We're in it to win it. Okay. How was the sound on that? I thought it was a little elevated, but you guys have to tell me how it was for you. I just don't want it to be blasting your ears out. Volume's okay. Sound was good on laptop speakers. Okay. Okay, so here is the game. We start off our day, you could see in the upper left corner, with 50 steps. Steps are like your energy equivalent. That's how you get around. You hit tab. Oh, we can't do it yet. Okay, let's go in. We're early. Nothing has been explained to us yet. I forget that. Did I just move my mic? I did just now. I made it closer. Is it too low? How is this? I was moving the little, better? Okay. The little pack that it has on it, and I might have hit the microphone and headphone button the way I grabbed it. Okay, here we go. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items can be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate, and you cannot stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and best wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Hey, Mozzie. Thank you for popping by. Thank you. Okay, so that's our opening note, and we get a blueprint. Now we can do our tab thing. There we go. I forgot about that part. So this is our Bible in this game. So we have 5 spaces wide by 9 spaces up. Our goal is to get here, get into here. Not just get there, but be able to open it. Over here will be items that we find throughout the house. And there's lots of other things that will show up on here, like the different rooms that we open will be here. We have a directory where we can look up all the rooms that we unlock as we go through. And they all have different significance to us. And at the end of every day, or when we can't go any further and we're locked, because some of the rooms are dead ends, we will click on this button and call it a day. They give us the synopsis of our day, and then we start a new day. Hey, Bender, welcome in. Thanks for being here, guys. So one puzzle that we were working on in our previous playthrough involves pictures on the walls of a room. Now, it doesn't matter what room it is. What matters is what spot on this grid that room is located in. So 5 across by 9 high, and it makes words. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to transfer our list from the paper that I have going right now. And I want to transfer it here so that you guys can see what it is that I'm looking at when we do this. So the first couple, I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm not going to fill this in, but that's what this is for. I'm going to do it as we go along. And what are we doing here? Okay, we have new note, so it'll be a different page. So we'll call this, can I title this? How would I title this? By this? No, that opens a new note. All right, we'll do this. Does anybody know how I would write a title? Can't click on it. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to write down, I'm not going to go through the whole figuring out code process because we already know some of them. I'll show you how we got to them. No, I'm not doing that either. Okay, I don't want to ruin it for people that haven't really watched. Okay, so let's get started. Do we want to go left, straight, or right? So our goal is, see, this room has 3 doorways. So that's what we have. We have left, right, and straight. So you guys get to choose where we want to go. Edit button down. This one. Hey, John. Welcome in. Edit button down. Insert link. Bulleted list. Code block. Heading. It went fast, right? Control Alt 1, you mean? Down, down, left. Here. Yeah, it just puts untitled notes. So if I write, does that call that wander now? Ah, it does. Okay, I see. I see. All right, well, untitled will be there, and wander gets to be there. Okay, interesting. Very cool. Very cool. So whatever I write here will become that when I go to a different page. So if I put, if I do that, and I switch to here, there we go. Okay, we've got it. Let's do this. Did anybody pick which side? Christy picked left side. Okay, let's go left side. We do find little notes around. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue, and you call it a day. That's what I was talking about when I was showing the steps. So here's what we get. We get this. We can hit tab and bring up our grid. We have 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 9 to the top. So our goal is that we want to put rooms in that give us the ability to move up and keep adding rooms. We don't want to close ourselves off. So let's go hallway for this first room just to get us to the corner, and we will see. So this is like a room. So in this room, so we have the queen and we have an ace. So the way these pictures work, which we didn't get that information yet in this save, but we did get it in the previous game, and I'm just going to let you know what that is now. So the one on the right is an ace, And the one on the left is a, quote, face card. Face and ace. And what you do is you take the letter, so one word will have one extra letter, and you take that letter and it goes in the grid box, which we would put here as row 1, and we're going to do it this way. 1, 2, and then F, 1, 2. Actually, no, let's do dashes or pluses. F. We'll do it like that so that we can fill them in as we go. I hope that makes sense, because what they do is the grid across, the 5 across, it'll form a word. So this room is our next one that we would need. So what do we think it is? I think people that were watching last time will know. But so that's prey. And then what would this be? That would be either one letter more or one letter less. Yep. So it's prey and pry. So we will put that here. So we have 2. What I'm going to do is read this note. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. All right, so see, this is what we want. This gives us, if you look at the room and the way it goes down here on the left into this spot, it gives us an up. It gives us a key. This one gives us 4 coins. And then this one is a dead end. So we don't want this one. Not today. We could take it. And we know that's out of the way for today. But I think I'm going to go with the key to start. Ooh, what are you doing this afternoon, Wander? So here we are with another room. We have this picture. And then we have this picture. And we know already, just from playing previously, that it is a dessert and a desert. Oh, you're doing the pool deck today. Okay. So we end up with an S. So we have SAF so far. We have a key on the table. Not really anything else. There's this. Oh, the deck board's off. Cool. Hey, Chantel. Welcome back in. All right. A journal noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Very true. Very true. Thank you, Wander. What a nightmare it was playing on Xbox. All right, so we have a corridor, which is just shoots us up, to the 3rd row. The spare room, which also does the same, or we have a den. The den has 3 rooms, but it costs us 1 gem. And if you look up here, we don't have any gems. So we have to do corridor or spare room. So I think I'm just going to drop the spare room over here. Let's go take a look at what else we get. We have a storeroom. We get 1 key, 1 gem, and 1 coin, but it's a dead end. Closet, we get 2 items, dead end. And then the bedroom, we get 2 steps if we have to go into this room again. I'm going to put the closet here and I'm going to dead end here because the two items could be very useful for us. So I'm going to just do that. A key. Oh, very interesting. That's a key card. It opens the doors that have the key card. So you can see now we have a key card here. And then we have our tally of the things that we've found and the steps that we have. So now we have to go back because we can't go any further here. Oh, no, there's no pictures in there. Some rooms have pictures, some do not. And to get the letter for that room, we just have to wait and wait until we get a room that spawns a room that has pictures. So pantry gives us another dead end. Corridor would push us up to the third row. And we could get a den, which has a gem in it. I think we're going to take the gem. Okay. Now we've got, for this room, which is level 2 and the second spot, we've got stars and stairs. So it's an I. Yep. Closet was crow and row. Oh, did I miss the one in the closet? Ugh. Sorry. That was 3, right? C. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And now we're 1 and I. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think that's right. I think that's what we have so far, right? 2, 3. And then we have that room. Okay. We're working on it. We'll get there. Okay. Remind me if there's anything that you feel like I need to take a picture of. Because until we get to newer stuff, I'm going to be kind of like doing the play catch-up thing. All right, we got to... Oh. So we could use our key and open this trunk. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, look at that. 4 gems. So this room was lucky for us. All right, we could do guest bedroom and get 10 steps, but that blocks us off from using the entrance hall entrance to push up at all. We don't really need the steps. We're at 42, which is not bad. The parlor's going to connect back down. I love you. Be safe. The parlor connects back down to the entrance hall and has a puzzle in it in which we will win a gem. And then we have the security room that we could put in. I think I'm going to go for the security room and open that stuff up for this playthrough. It's me. Pretty cool. So that's like a lot of the rooms in the house. There's some notes here for us to take a look at. So blue memos are true, and red memos are lies. And then there's something written here, and I actually can make it out, but you're supposed to use the magnifying glass. And it says, unless written by hand. So red memos, unless they're written by hand, are lies. So if you remember when we started out, we went into this hallway, and there was an end table by the farthest door, and there was a red note that said that rooms in the west wing were more likely to be locked. But it was typed, so I'm guessing that that was a lie. Okay. So we have a computer. View estate inventory. Details list of currently in the house that have yet to be collected. So there's nothing because we've collected everything that's here right now. Do have the key card system. Unlocked. Set security level. I still think that this is the way to do it. Not sure if it's going to make a difference to us today, but every chance I get, I will try to do that. Log into network. We need a passcode. I have the passcode from last time, but I am going to resist using it until we actually find it in this playthrough. All right, and that is that. And we have some doors. We have some notes up here. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. You're fine, Tina, honey. No problem. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. So if we had a magnifying glass, which we don't, this is the password for the computer that we just said that we're not going to access because we don't have the code yet. So for this security room, which is row 2, the 3rd position, I'm guessing these are the notes. These are the pictures that we need 2 words with 1 letter difference between them. Anybody know? Yep. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so. And now we have a red note and a blue note. Blue notes are true. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. So that's true. And this is going to be a lie because it's not handwritten. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. So we will need access levers. Okay, let's drop a room over here. Let's see what we can grab. So we want something that goes up or left or right. So storeroom is a dead end, but it gives us some items. The chapel, we lose a coin each time we enter. And the passageway will take 2 gems, but it gives us 3 directions to go. I think I'm going to go passageway just to keep the continuity going of our first day. So this is key card. Nice, that paid off right away. We have pantry, which will bend us up. Bedroom, which bends us down. That'll be another dead end. And we have the kitchen that'll be a dead end. So we're going to go pantry. Here we go. So let me look where we are. So we're row 3 and the second one in. So we've got, anybody know? This is a play along game. Hints and tips are welcome. Just not outright answers unless I ask if you know. Yep. Well done. Oh, where did I say it was again? Dang it. Hang on. 3, 2. Okay. And it is the R. Getting there. Okay. So in here we find a note. Brigitte, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but bring any change back from the order and leave it in the pantry. And then we get an orange, and what the fruit does is it gives you extra steps. So right now I'm at 39, and that gave us 5 steps, so we're now at 44. So let's drop another room in here. Keys for sale. I just don't have enough money to warrant that, and it's not really necessary. Could put the chapel here, but what I'm going to do is not go in it right now. I'm going to go do the other directions. Yeah, we're going to drop that in. And we're going to turn around. Can we see the pictures without crossing? No. Okay. We have other doorways that we haven't accessed yet. So I want to put things in place. This is a great room. I'm going to put this here also. But we're going to turn around, go down. So remember that we haven't gone into any of the rooms on the 4th row. We'll put that to in. Yeah, this is where we want to go. Okay. Oh. I guess we'll do the parlor, and we're going to go in. Are you guys ready to play a game? We're going to play a parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game that I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write out the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. As always, always your friend, M. Lowry. Okay. There will always be at least one box that displays only true. In turn, there will always be at least one box which displays a false statement. Only one box has a prize in it. The other 2 are always empty. Okay. Here we go. Let's play our first. There are 3 boxes in this room. Okay. So that's true. 2 boxes in this room are empty. That's also true. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. That is a lie, I believe. So I believe black box. I'll show you again. When you figure out which one you think it is, just put it in chat. There are 3 boxes in this room. 1, 2, 3. I'll check behind the sofa. Yeah, there's no extra boxes. 2 boxes in this room are empty. So our rules stated only one box has a prize. The other 2 are always empty. And then the black, this box is one of the 2 empty boxes. So if these 2 are true, this has to be a lie, which means it has treasures in it. And there we go. That's how that puzzle works. That puzzle is always in this room that I know of. I have not seen this room without it. We also have, so the 4th spot on the bottom, on row 1, we have this. These are our pictures. Yes, ma'am. Pin and pine. Yep. Well done, ladies. That's my girls. Okay, so this one we could go with a turn to the right when we place it. This one will shoot us straight up. And the observatory is good, but it's a dead end. I think we should go for the observatory right now. I'd like to get that on the screen. And we're at 40 steps, so we have plenty of steps to get where we need to go. So this is a very cool room. It's got its own. Okay, now we're going to do pictures. Here we go. I'm not going to read it at first. Okay, now I want to see. Haha, yes! It did exactly what I wanted it to do. So now when I decide I want to go look at something, I can pull this up and you guys can see what I'm looking at and help with figuring clues and stuff out. Fantastic. That's what this needed. 100% needs it. Okay. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. And then it shows us each of the things that we're going to be able to see through the telescope. Now, if you look up where my steps are, you can see that we have 39 steps, and then underneath there we have a star. So those stars are something that we're going to need. This spot is row 2, spot 4, and we have a puzzle. We have a picture of this, and then we have this. Yes. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so now we have to figure this out. Now, I've done this, so I'm just going to go for it, and you can watch what I do. So we want to bring this telescope over to this upright. I might maybe have to put it down a little bit first, though. I didn't do that, but I could do that with the spinner that's here, I think. Yeah. Okay. We found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add the planetarium to your drafting pool? If we end our day in the planetarium, we get 2 stars, which would add to over here. So yes, we're going to add that in. You don't have to. You don't have to count to 6. You just go for it. I think I'm going to have to go back up and angle it down, right? Yeah. Let me do that now so we can get it into... Oh, I can't. Yeah, I definitely should have already done that. Yep, hang on. I gotta turn it back. I don't understand why I have such poor latency. My internet's really good. I don't know. I have to figure it out because I have this set on ultra latency. Nope, I need to go the other way. Bear with me. 1, 2. Again? Yeah, I think that's about as... Nope, yep, that's it. Okay. Okay, it needs to angle to there. So here we go. God, I love this game. Thank you so much, Wander. Okay, there we go. And then we just come over and we look out it. And because it's day 1, we get the North Star and we gained a coin. So each day we could come back and look through, and depending on what the constellations are that show in the sky, we'll get different items. Alright, and we're dead-ended, so we're going to go back straight up through security to the passageway and try to drop something here. Okay? Yes. I always double check because I don't want to waste steps that aren't needed to be wasted. So it makes more sense to not step into a room and lose that step rather than just go balls to the wall and lose your stuff. So we could drop a storeroom here, and then we get a key, a gem, and a coin. Or we could put a corridor, and then that opens up to the next the next row of squares, because we still have one more row that could be here. So we could bump that out and then go up. We have more options. I think I'm going to do that. All right, we need pictures for here, because we are row 4 and the 4th spot. So we have this picture, and we have this picture. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 3. Yeah, I just realized it when I said it, after I said it. So, the 4th spot. Yep. C. Okay, so that's there. And what is it going to give us? Bedroom will turn us up, and we get 2 steps each time we come through that. Or we could dead end it and get 10. I don't think we need the 10. I'd rather just get this one. Yeah, and we're not looking for huge amounts of steps today because it's just the first day in the game. So we kind of want to get, well, there we go. We get steps there. Okay, so this room is the 5th on the row. And we have this picture. And this picture. Woo! Well done. And Tina still is keeping track of our chess pieces. She has those all jotted down. They don't change. But she is paying attention to the rooms that have these, because this is going to be a puzzle at some point. Now take note of her necklace. She has a moon on her necklace. Okay. So we're going up now. So we want something that opens like this. I guess, my guess is it's going to be you're going to need to know what is in what room, because you're going to need, quote, to put things in a certain order as far as getting rooms and the randomness of getting rooms. I don't know. So we got a sledgehammer. Now we have holes, we have spots here that we could dig in, but we don't have a shovel. We have a sledgehammer. Okay, so this room, we can go here and put something. Use our 1 key. If we do kitchen, it gives us an up. It uses our last gem. Everything else is a dead end. So I think I'm going to take advantage, and I'm going to use that because I know it gives us an up, and we did just unlock. Yeah, see, it was a good choice. Using a gem. So this is the kitchen. There's no pictures in here, right? Yeah, no. See, so the next time we play, if we put something else in this spot, we'll get a letter for that spot, if that makes sense. Because some rooms just don't have pictures. So it looks like these are on the fridge. this is going to be spot 4-4. Yes, ma'am. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and an E. And then we need the 5th letter. Okay. Good. So here in the kitchen, we could spend our coins and we can get things. So we could spend 2 coins and get a banana, which gives us 3 extra steps. 8 coins, we get 15 extra steps and a club sandwich. And tomato soup gives us 5 steps for every red room in our house. So if we had a day where we had a whole lot of red rooms, this is a red room. If we had a whole bunch of red rooms all over the place, that would make sense to buy that tomato soup. But we don't. I don't need it, so I don't need the steps. Not this early in game. You don't do a whole lot of backtracking this early. Alright, let's see. What are we going to do here? There's the planetarium they were telling us about. Now remember, if we put something that's a dead end here, we're done. We can't go any further because this courtyard needs a key and we don't have any. So I think we need to go... No, we're done. Oh no, we could backtrack to the courtyard if we do this. Or we can do this. Oh, okay, you guys make the choice. Storeroom and go back to the courtyard and unlock this door with the key that we get here. Or end our day and gain 2 stars by putting the planetarium down. You guys' choice. We got 1 planet. Planetarium, 2 planetariums. Going once. Going twice. What's the star worth? 3 to 4 coins. Well, it's a totally different type of value, like steps, right? It's just a totally different thing. You've got, keys, you've got gems, you've got coins, you've got stars, you've got steps. They're all different value. Yeah, they don't disappear. Yep. Okay. Okay, so I know this room's dark and I apologize, but this is, I guess, what day they show up on. So now we have that as a picture that we can take a look at. When I go here, there they are. We can pull them up anytime we want. And that can help us make a decision on how we want to go about placing rooms, or placing the observatory where we look at them. We can look at that picture and be like, okay, well, today is... It always tells you what day it is here, as far as our investigating the estate. So we could look, and then we could compare day 1 to the list and know that North Star. So if it's day 7, we know we're going to get an apple, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to call it a day because we have nowhere left to go. We did not half bad, I don't think, for first day. I was shocked that we got a key card. Yes. Stipulation, yes, you have to end the day in the room to get the additional stars. So we know we already had 1 star from looking through the telescope in the observatory. But we got 2 extra ones from doing that. So we got 19 rooms on our first day. We reached rank 5. We took 27 steps and we found 2 items. And now we are going to start our next day with absolutely nothing in our pockets except for our stars, and we get 50 steps every day. Now I'm going to show you something different in this start of the game. There is a whole world outside also. These will open the gates, with different things that we do. One. Tina is keeping track of things for us too. That will probably open at some point. So there's another gate. 2. Go there in a second. There's another door that'll open eventually. Campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great-uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay overnight on the estate. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. There's all kinds of stuff to look at. Such a pretty game. Alright, go up here. Take a look here. So we need a 4-digit code to open the apple orchard and go find some sort of treasure that's in there. And we did try going around the fence. There's no getting around it. And that's locked. Now there is an area over here also. Take a look at this. It's a boarded up door. At that. Sorry, screenshotting it. So pretty. God, there's another one. And we came down here before, and we can't get anywhere. But I'm guessing at some point we can. It's all blocked off. I know it's very dark. It's extremely dark for me also. There's nothing here for now. But the way this place changes. So we've already used 5 steps. It is 8:30. That took us in game time. It took us half an hour to do all of that. First time I noticed there's like cracks all over it. Okay. Up and in we go. Yeah, absolutely. So the same letters here every day. Remind you how the game gets played. Well, I guess west, east, what do you want to do? I think Tina said she's watched people play. She's recommended west all the time. East this time anyways. Okay. All right, so here's how we start. Oh, we got a breaker box right away. Oh, we haven't had one of those yet. But we probably would do better with the storeroom this early game. Oh, people. I don't know. We do have 2 more doors. I'm going to say I'm going to go with storeroom. Because I think it's good to start out the game with the key and a gem and some coins. I think so. Now, in our this is the E room. So to show that it stays the same, we've got a pin and we've got a pine. So it's still an E, and then there's a chess piece. So since we screwed that and just left that not lead us anywhere, we'll go this way. And I really think I'm going to do pantry. I think I'm going to get the coins. Don't worry about the dead ends this early. That makes sense. Just get the rooms on the page. Let's go den. We have all these except the far right until we get to the second row, and then we need the ones on each end. So we need these 2. We need this one so far with the room levels that we're at for that puzzle at least. All right, what do we got here? We could put the breaker box here, I think, or we could go parlor. We'll put the breaker box here. We haven't had it yet. So we want that off. I don't think we're getting any of these rooms, but just in case, we've got the power turned on to all of them. Here's another one. So we're second row. Oh, we do need this one. So yep. Yep. All right, what do we got here? We could do Nook. That closes us completely off. And no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. My bad. Let's do that one. That bends us up. Hey, Knucklehead, how are you? All right, let's see. We've got bedroom, chapel, and spare room. I'm going to go bedroom. Oh, we have this one. This is row 3 and the center. Row 3 in the center, and this is the one we need. So we have those are what we have as choices, as pictures, to figure out what the word would be. Yep. Crack. Where's Teflon when you need him? The Crack King. Alright, it's just the same picture again. You know, let's throw that in our book, in our pictures too. Look at that screenshot. Isn't that pretty? Sorry. It had to be done. It was very necessary. Do we think we need... I don't think we need that. I think she has the moon necklace on, and we know that she does. Okay, so whatever we put here, guess we could do a passageway. Parlor's going to close us off and end our day, so we kind of have to do this one. And that's what happens. That's how it looks when you butt up against a room that has a wall instead of a doorway. So this is up. So we could do commissary, a corridor, or a spare room. So this is 4 up to... Yeah, whatever we put here we'll need pictures from. So we could do a corridor to get those pictures. Because we can't do commissary, we don't have any gems. Alright, we've got this picture. And we've got that picture. And where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. Yep. Okay, what can we put here? Dead end, dead end. They're all... Yeah, we're done. This is it. We get 10 more steps. But that's it. And we get the key card. That's cool, though. And then we get a note. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, yes, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though. As I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Passage on left side. On left side. Oh, the passageway! We do still have one more spot that we can try. Good, good, good. Okay. We have these 2 pictures for this room, which I don't think we have this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Yeah, we don't have this room. So if we look at the pictures, I think it's a plot and a pilot, and the difference would be an eye. So we can put an eye. Yep. We could put an eye there. And that's it. Not seeing anything blatant standing out at us. We do have another chess piece in this room. Okay. So we're going to head back to the passageway and try to get out that door. Thank you, Tina. Oh, we got the planetarium. We could drop it in and end our day and get 2 more coins, 2 more stars, or we can expand and get another room. I think I'm going to go with the West Wing Hall with hopes that we get some sort of a room that we don't have yet, because we do have 2 keys. And if we can get away with using those and getting some more rooms drafted, then I think we're better off. So, let's try this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We have this room already, so we don't need this. But we've got row and crow. And the letter from between the 2 is the C. Hey, Lulu. How are you, honey? I hope you're doing well. Staff notice. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. June 15th, 1983. Okay. What do we got? We got a game. We got a spare room. Or we've got the garage. We don't have any gems. We can't do the garage. But the garage has 3 keys in it. I'm gonna do the spare room. And we're just gonna run through because it never has anything in it that I've seen. Okay, this would be where we would use the chapel because that's gonna let us go and get more rooms. So we'll lose 1 coin. We have 5 of them, so hopefully we'll go through once and we won't have to come back through. Yep. Yep. Look around everywhere. Oh, that's my first time noticing that. Okay. It's like a gardener. Hang on. Okay. A new note. Chapel. Glass. And 1. Nope. 1. A female gardener, I guess, is, I don't know how else to explain that. There's 2. An angel. Oh, a baker. 2 is she's got a baker hat on and everything. Here's 3. She's got a pitchfork, so another farmer. And, oh, a farmer. Okay. I guess. Or like a rancher type thing. Yeah, that was definitely a gardener. Okay, so this was 3. 1, 2, 3. For a chimney sweep. It's Lunas. Okay, so now 5. A maid. A maid. A housekeeper. Oh, it was over here. Horseback rider. A equestrian. I'm just writing horse rider. A jockey. That's what I was trying to place. That's all of them, right? 6. 4 on that side. 2. Oh, that one. And now, is that like the queen? Is that the queen? Hmm. I don't know. A guard? Okay. I was just thinking because of the hat that it has on. It looks like a queen to me, but you're right. It has like a shield. Yeah. I'm gonna just slash it. All right. Guard. Okay? So that it's both there. Oh. It's interesting. What do any of them have to do with the other? Just like occupations? Oh, there's a chess piece here too. Interesting. Okay. This way. What do we got? Oh, we got a dead end. We've got a kitchen. We don't have any gems though. So we could do a lavatory or closet. It doesn't really matter. I think I'm going to drop the lavatory only because it never has anything in it and it'll get it, well, it gets it out of our queue, but let's do closet. You have all the chess pieces? Ah, gotcha. Okay, so this is a cool thing. So when the screen comes up that we could pick a room to put in a doorway, you know, to go to for our next room, this is a dice that allows us to get a fresh choice of floor plans. So if we don't like the ones we have, and this room, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is row 6, number 1. G, baby. Okay. Okay. So we're done. We can't go anywhere else, right? Now we're done? Yeah. And we don't have the room that we should call it a day in, so we're going to end it now for this day and start a new one. Hey, Q. Hope you're having a good day. West-facing cottage. Yeah, you think? 15 rooms. We reached level 6, 24 steps, 2 items found. We got 4 new rooms today. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, I need a potty break. I'm going to put you on the be right back screen. And, yeah, and I'll be right back. Potty break. Alrighty. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. Let's get into the next day. Save and continue. Woo woo. How's your day going, Q? You getting ready for work? You have the day off? Or are you at work? Um, should we go outside? I like these birds. It's a cute little scene here when you walk in. I think there should be a bench there, though. Outside. Tina likes starting every day outside, so we go outside. Okay, no problem, Wander. Thank you, honey. And thank you again for the game. No problem. Nothing yet. I like our campsite. Okay. Okay. We did east. We did west. We're going to start going up this time. All right. We could do a hallway, but do a bedroom. We got 2 steps every time. We could do this way. It gives us a key. I think we're going to do this. Because somehow we always end up coming back to this room for something. So we might as well get stuff from it. Yeah, let's do pantry here. We'll get our coins and our piece of fruit. And we'll see what we can drop in here. We can go up with the den. We can go side to side with the chapel. Let's take the chapel. That takes us to the bedroom. So yeah, so we can get back through whichever way we're coming from. So parlor will shoot us up. Utility closet will dead end us, but gives us the breaker box. I think we'll do the parlor game again. I like this game. Rules are still the same. They don't change. That's Herbert. Mr. Sinclair. Okay. Basically, one is true, one is definitely a lie, and one could be one of those two. At least one is true, at least one is a lie, and only one has the treasure in it. The gems are on the desk. Okay, that's our lie. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the floor. Lie. There we go. White. Yeah, baby. Okay, 2 gems. Not a bad start. We'll go den here. Yes, because we want rooms. We want rooms. We want rooms. It's a pond. If I'm calling it the right thing. Trying. Storeroom, guest bedroom, a drawing room. We could do this one. We have the gems. Let's drop it in. But before we go in, let's drop something over here. I think I'm gonna do closet here and let this dead end. Because we could use the items. If we get something. Yes, a key card and a dice. So we could change up if we don't like what we roll. What rooms we get in a doorway. I'll show you how that works shortly here. Because I'm sure we'll be using it. Where do we want to go? Do we want to go drawing room or do we want to go back to entrance and work up? I think entrance and work up before we get too far ahead of ourselves and end up costing a lot to get back. A lot of points, steps, whatever you want to call it. All right, we've got a hallway that can get us across 2 ways. Yeah, let's drop that there. This will give us up. Let's drop that. Maybe we can get... No, we're going to redraw. I could go with the nook and get a key, but the breaker box room would be great right now. Yep, there it is. Okay. We want to turn off the entry system. We're going to turn on the garage just in case we get it. So this is the one that we need. The last room on the first level. Damn, come on. Okay, so if anybody knows what that one is, you're welcome to drop it in chat. If not, I could tell you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tag and stag. And the letter is an S. Yes. So we've got our first 2 words. So we've got safes and crack. Now we're going to have to invert this because I should have done it 9 down to 1 because that's the order they get read in. Oh no. Turning off the gym will make it so you don't lose steps. Oh, really? If it's dark in there, you don't lose the steps when you go in. How interesting. Thank you, Tina. Okay, so we're going here now. Yes. And we have a key card. Offline mode is unlocked if it's offline. Right? Yeah. We could leave it at medium, I guess. Amount of keycard security doors. So if it's turned off, we want it higher. Yes. Security menu. Yeah, we can't log in yet. Gotta get to the password again. So we've got 2 doors here. So let's do this one first, because that will help us decide what will go into the next place. So this would dead end us here. That turns us down, and that, oh, this is pretty cool. Let's do this. We haven't had that room yet. You got it out? Yay! I saw a hack for getting splinters out. Okay. So you know little kid syringes that they give kids liquid medicine with? So you would need like a straight razor or something to cut the extended tube off the end. But like the part that would go in their mouth, you want to cut that off. And then you put that area, the now open-ended area where the spout would usually go that goes into their mouth to give them the liquid medicine. You put that over your splinter and you pull back, and it can suck the splinter right out of your skin as long as you have a good seal over it. I thought that was badass. Okay. We have had this room before, and I do have answers to the puzzle here, and I'm going to show you in a minute. Let's take a picture. I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I have been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical? And if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Mutilate the area and hope for the best? Yeah. Candle wax. Oh, that's a good idea, too. When I was growing up, somebody that I knew used to use the blue sticky goo that you used to use to put posters up on your walls when you were a kid. She used to use that. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room, which we have not gotten yet. So this is the puzzle that I'm referring to. So they give you these numbers, and obviously they correspond to things in the periodic table of elements. And I'm going to show you what we did previously, which I'm not going to do again, but I will use the answer that I acquired. here. So here is the periodic table of elements. I'm going to snapshot this just in case we need it later. So you would go over there and get a number in a certain place, and then come over here and figure out what spot it's in. You write the letters down in that spot, right? If that makes sense. Okay, so 1, 2, you do them in order, and you come up with a statement. And the statement that we came up with from this is, hold on, let me get a new note. And this is, what we came up with was push 3 up after 9. That's what it ended up spelling out. So we came to the conclusion that it's for this, which we can't do anything with. So push 3 up after 9, so something along those lines, and it would activate it, but it's pointless right now because we don't have... Are you serious? Oh, wow. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, we have a PC. Let's take a look at our PC here. We're going to set up our first experiment. In the laboratory, you're free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. So it kind of stinks that we're pretty close to the end of our day here, but I'll show you some examples. So you want to choose a cause and effect. So row A is the cause and row B is the effect. So if our cause is when you draft a red room, you lose 5 steps, and then you could gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold, or you could add a small chest to the entrance hall, or you could lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Each time you eat an apple, you could do something, could have, do it. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, yeah, see, they're kind of interesting. Yeah. You draft a red room, you lose 5 steps. And then you, what? Each time you eat an apple, we'll do this one. Just for today. Because our day's just about over anyway, so those will be our ones for today. After approval, this experimental feature will remain active for the rest of the day. So we started it. So that's how that works. You can pick whatever you want it to be. Research logs will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. So we'll be able to take a look at those tomorrow. And we still can't log in. Well, we could, but we won't log into that yet until we come across the password for it, and then we're good to go. Now we have a note here. It's typed, so it's false. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. So lies. Lies. Okay, so that's the end over here. So we can go into security and go out the other door. See what we get. We need, we should have done the red rooms. We have no gems, so these are the things that happen to us while we have red rooms. Red rooms are always something not to our benefit. Archives, while drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. That's across the board. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room, so it's just a shot in the dark what kind of floor plans you get, because you cannot see them. Let's go in and do this one, and I'll show you what that's like. So room's dark now. There was stuff on the tables and stuff. We can't see any of it. So this is what we get to choose from as far as our rooms go. So we'll just pick one and drop it in place. This is a dead-end guest bedroom. I'm just going to go in and grab the 10 steps and check the room. This is the same note that we read before. Um, 4 up and 4 over. Do we have that? Yes, we already do. Pin and pine. Oh, it shows us what our experiment is for the day. All right, let's draft a room. Doesn't matter which one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Boom. Okay, we got a terrace. Got a gem. So pretty. Okay. Oh, we could turn the lights on in the utility room. You're right. I thought we had them. I thought we turned them on. Oh, but then we lose the steps, right? It doesn't matter. So we need to go straight down to the hallway. And then we want to go right. Pantry. To the chapel. To the parlor. And then straight up to the drawing room, and we haven't done this room yet, so we will do this. Let's drop some rooms in first so we know what we're dealing with. Do we want to redraw? We would get a key, or we would do a puzzle. Let's get the billiard room. I don't think we had that yet in this playthrough. So this room is interesting. There's tons of pictures, which we sat and counted up and compared with each other, and we have all that. And then we have this picture, which if you look at the picture and then look at the scene that's actually in the room, you'll notice that there's a candelabra that's bent here. And if you go over here, this one also bends. And then you have this. And from our, again, previous play, we know that there are 4 ladies. Is that what it was? 4 ladies and 15 of the old men. Something along those lines. Because it's 4, 15. Yes. And then in each of these safes, you get a gem. And then you get a red envelope with a number on it. I'll show you where those show up, but let's read it. Dearest Mary, I know the events of the past year have catapulted you into a world you may not have been ready for. It's cruel, the way time rips through our lives, leaving them barren and fruitless like the wind-scarred plains. Throughout this all, I know your principal concern has always been Simon. You didn't need to confide in me yesterday for me to realize that fact. Everyone knows who knows you understands this. I will take full responsibility to ensure that regardless of how your current project pans out, Simon is shielded from any fallout and, God forbid, repercussions. A child should never suffer the inequity of their parents. I, of course, write you all this in the hope that I can set your mind at peace when imagining the worst case scenarios, not because I think such an outcome is likely. No, Mary. I have few apprehensions and fewer fears. Assuming everything goes according to plan, you should be reunited with Simon again before his 10th birthday. And while 2 years might seem like an eternity to a mother, I've always heard the days pass by more quickly in the East. As for me and you, I have already come to terms that our meeting yesterday was very likely our last. I'm too old and too stubborn to ever leave this place. I am too attached to the home our family has built up, room by room. Yes, I have a strong premonition. I will be buried in red soil under red flags, a compromise I know you yourself would never accept. It's been a joy watching you grow up and getting to know you. Your mother and I spoke of little else during your school days. I know she'd feel the same bittersweet pride I feel now. To see you following in your father's footsteps and making the same sacrifices he did. Farewell, my marigold. May we meet again. Your Uncle Herbert. And I added the pages of that note to our photos. So we need the pictures from this room. I guess this room wouldn't be considered something that we could oh, maybe these. We've got hmm, a car and a card. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm glad I looked. Apparently, I must have kept missing that. All right, so we've got the billiard room. Let's drop something in this. We don't have any keys. Never mind. Let's go in here. Do we need this one? Or two? Nope, we don't. We already have it. All right. Coat check. What do I have on? I don't think I have anything except a key card. So that wouldn't be worthwhile for us to put in. I think we'll put the commissary in there. Okay, let's play a game. So you can see plus, minus, multiply, and divide. Okay? So we start with 2, because 2 is highlighted. So then we do 5 plus 1, which is 6. We do 18 minus 6 is 12. It's not. Oh, it's 2. It is 12. Oh, it's times. I don't know. Hang on. What did I do wrong? It's yellow. Oh, it's 10, not 6. Oh my god. 20 minus 7. Okay. 4 times 5. 20 minus 18 is 2 times 6 is 12. There we go. So we just have to do all the math problems, and then we get the special gift. All right, so we're going to go back through the drawing room and go use a key. That could be a dead end. We could do the garage here. No, we can't. Yes, we can. We're doing it. Garage. Okay, we're not going yet, though. Because we have the commissary to use and a room to drop there. So, do we need this room? We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2. Nope, we have this room already. Okay. So there's a red note here. Commissary is closed. It's a lie because it's typed. And this is where you find out that you need to look at the pictures that are everywhere. With is pilot. Without is plot. Okay, that's your hint that the pictures do have meaning. So this is the commissary. So if you have a lot of money or whatever, you can buy different items. All these items, I guess, except the salt shaker. So far, I have not seen a salt shaker out anywhere. But yeah, tells you how much they cost, and then if you buy them, it tells you what they do. All right, what do we got here? Nook will put us down. Gives us a key. Courtyard gives us an up and a down. Got a sledgehammer. So we can break padlocks if we get anywhere where there's a trunk that needs to have a padlock broken. I think we're just going to put a storeroom here. So we could get the loot. Four, 3. We need the one for this room. Okay, it's a stage and sage. So it'd be a T. Beautiful. And a gem. Okay. We already opened the garage. Okay, yeah. There's 3 keys waiting for us there. We'll go Nook. Yeah, we'll go Nook. Another chest piece here. And we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we need this one. So got a plane. planet and a plane. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. What are we on? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. Moving right along. I like that so much better being in this, being in Steam. Such a huge difference. Sledgehammer and a key card. All right. Sure. Hey, Al, how are you? All right, we can't do this. We could end it here because we could still go outside, or we could do. Hmm. I don't know why it means this counts as 2 bedrooms. Maybe at some point in the game you're going to need a goal where you have so many rooms on your plan, but we're not there yet. Still need to be able to get back to the garage. So that'll cost us, if we go into whatever room it is that we put here, we would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 7 steps just to get back to the garage. We need to keep that in mind. This gives us an up, gives us another room, but so does this. Doesn't really make a difference. They both give us the same doorways, but I don't think we've had dining room yet on the plan. And we are 1, 6. Okay, we don't need the pictures in this one. We've done this before. So this is where a meal will get served if you reach level 8 in the game. Meaning the 8th level on our grid here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going into 7. If you reach level 8, then a meal is served on that table. So we can hit. I think I'm going to do the lavatory and be done because we have to go back to the garage. So this is 7. And even in my book, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we have this already. It's an S. So we can look here and you can see spine and pine. And it's the S that we want. Doing pretty good today. A little dry. So I'm trying to keep myself hydrated. You know how that goes. We all struggle with that. All right, courtyard. And then we're turning to the commissary. Okay. I like rooms that don't give me a million choices of which way to go. All right, we're going to the garage. When we come in, right away, we get 3 keys. We have the power on, so we're able to do this. And that's because we got the utility closet with the breaker box. That gave us the ability to turn the power on here. Now there is, somewhere in the game, there's a set of keys, car keys, that you can find. And if you find those, you get to get into the car. But we have not found those yet. Snapshot this one. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been Driving for his lordship, your absences must be accounted for. Mrs. Babbage. That is the lady that's in charge of the house. Alright, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So we need the pictures from here. Yep, tub and tube. I love that it forces you. Okay. We now have this is going to be our codes page. So we now have okay, we're putting it there. It's there for when we need it. That's where we got it from. Because in the first way around, Tina helped me out. Because we were never able... It took me forever to find a magnifying glass. So we're going to go... Not that way, this way. I'm going to guess that you already have those counted. That one. See? When you don't have the garage open, you don't have this pathway. You can't get across without it. But now we can get here, which in turn gives us a room. Which, you know, when we have nothing left to do inside the house, I think it probably makes sense to do this one. Tina, the hovel, or is it better to do the shelter tonight? Because I could set that for the next day. I'm trying to think. You know what I'm talking about. That's in here, right? I could set it for the next day and hope that we can come back. Or should I do this one? Right. Or should I save that for another time and not be worried about that now? So do this because you're giving me the you're giving me the info. I gotcha. I gotcha. We arrived on the 7th. Okay. And we are on day 3, so it is the 10th. Oh, we didn't? I thought we were in here. Yeah, because it's got the time. Oh, what was in the safe? Got you. So it's day 10. Well, it's the 10th day after he passed. It's not the 10th. Wait. I'm thinking here. It was... Didn't we figure out it was November 5th, right? Was the day that we arrived here. So if we're day 3, then it would be the 8th. Oh, 5, 8. I think so. I think it's the 8th. We arrived on the 7th of the month. Okay. Okay, so the 10th. Let's do it. And it's definitely not January. It's March. Let's the worker goes on the 6th. It's November. We arrive the 7th. And if we're on day 3, then it's the 10th, correct? I hope I'm right. Because otherwise I sound stupid. And then we want to set it for first thing in the morning. So we can come right here, because that's when our day starts in this game. I hope I did that right. Oh. Can I redo it? Right, so the 11th. Oh, no. Wander, are you okay? Get a cool drink. Okay, I think we got it now. So we want the radiation monitor. Measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. The reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate. All doors in the house will unlock. Oh. Wait, what did they want it to be? It's at 11. All the doors will unlock and I'm blocked out. It's 0.11. Does that matter? Is that the same? You're prone to it? Yeah, I don't do well in the heat either. So we could log into the network now because we found the password. So now we're in there. You've got mail. Staff services. This is all put to the side, I guess you would call it. I want to order one thing that I rarely ever find is a magnifying glass. 1 to 2 days. Yes, it'll be in the commissary. That's what it says. Okay. Thank you. Okay. And we can't do anything else for now. Okay. Let's look around. There's a note. I took a screenshot. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Okay. Yeah, right? But now is the time that to start looking at this room every morning. Now that we are drafting something. Now that we have it open because we had the garage, right? We can bypass the whole garage thing and just come here. Good, good, good. Okay. And we can open this. Yep, so now this gate is open and we are golden. It has been permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Thank you, game. Alright, we have 7 steps. There is absolutely nothing left for us to do inside the house. So right here in the hallway, out in the foyer. We're gonna call it a day. Yep. An ordinary villa. We got 25 rooms. We reached level 7. We took 58 steps. We found 3 items. We got 9 new rooms. Okay. We're going to do one more day. And then I am going to wrap up the stream. My legs are cramping. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I don't think I'm sitting funky in the chair or anything like that. I just, I'm not sure. I feel like things are about to go sideways, so we're going to do one more day. So, again, right out, we're going right to that place where we were, where we just left. Oh, please, 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 please. Everybody, fingers crossed. Okay, here we go. Ah, we don't have it, guys. We don't have it. Well, I think in that case, I think I'm going to go for the tool shed to get the special items. We get a sledge. Okay, so we could break padlocks and... Oh, nice. That's like... That, for me, in this game, that's like better than getting gold. So we got a magnifying glass, which inspects documents more closely. And that is golden, because I never get it. I don't know why. I'm very happy that we got that. Oh, I wanted to show you. So we just came across here when we had the garage. But see, we can't get across it when we don't have the garage. So certain rooms cause other things to happen in the game, which I think is just absolutely cool. To me. To me. Alright, here we go. Do-do-do. Who wants to choose which direction we go? And go. No. Left. Alright. You said it. Okay. I'm gonna go Nook. Because we get a key. And it gives us a door on the other side that we can go through and do our thing. Okay. So if we go down, it gives us a door to the left and up. Bedroom is left and just connects with us here. And then this one is right and up. We don't need right because we've got the entrance hall door that goes north. So we're going to take the den. We're going to get our gem. We're going to drop some rooms. Now we have all the pictures here, so we don't need the pictures, which is why I'm just completely ignoring that they exist. We can drop the parlor here. That would not be a bad place for it. Get the puzzle, get the gems, because we still have the up from here, and we have the other two, because this goes down. So I'm going to do this one. Let's get our key. Rules are the same. One is absolutely true, one is absolutely false, and gems are only in one container. Okay. The statement on the white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in this room. Okay. Those might both be lies. This box and the white box are both empty. Lie. Lie. True. Yep. Please, 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 please. Yay! Beautiful. Well done. Okay, let's see. Oh, a dead end, but we can grab some stuff. Or we could drop the office in there. We haven't had the office yet. Um... Hmm. Yeah, I think we could drop the office in because we already know the answer to the puzzle. I'm not gonna figure it all out again. Okay, first off, we get an apple. We've got a note. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. So this is basically what the this thing does, is it just makes you be able to see more detail. And a lot of times, I guess there's tiny little words everywhere. We got an upgrade desk. We can insert it into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of our floor plans. So the puzzle in this room has to do with all these little statuettes that are sitting on the shelves. I'm not going to go into super details with it. I'm just not going to do it. We've done it a million times. It has to do with this whole note. I'm not going to take a picture of that either. I'm going to leave it. But that's how you end up getting the code that's going to open that. We've done it. Okay. Run payroll. Checks will be placed. Okay, whatever. That's fine. We'll do our payroll. We'll spread gold. Office can facilitate a modest distribution of coins withdrawn from the staff incentives program. These coins are spread, distributed in a number of rooms currently active throughout the estate. No, that you do that in the beginning of a day. Not today. Log into the network. Okay. I'm good at finding the awesome ones. I'm not the best at playing them for sure. But I greatly, greatly, greatly enjoy playing, so. And it's more, oh, we gotta get a commissary. All right, let's get out of this. There's all kinds of stuff we could do. I want to do this, insert the disc, and let's see what options we get for an upgraded room. Storeroom. Okay, storeroom data has been found on this upgrade desk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Okay. Select a floor plan below to upgrade this room. Okay, so we could get 2 keys, 1 gem, and 1 coin. And it usually is 1 key, 1 gem, 1 coin. Okay, so we could change the amount of things we get there. I honestly think that I'm going to go coins because we get this room frequently enough, and I think the coins is going to be the one that I would like to go with. I could kick myself in the butt for doing it, but I think later on in the game, I think the commissary is going to be really important, and I think having more coins is going to make a lot of sense. So that's what I'm doing. Right or wrong, we're stuck with it now. So that's permanent. Now for this puzzle, um, we were counting statues, okay? And um, yeah. So if you don't want to know what this is, close your eyes for 2 seconds, 3 seconds. I'll tell you as soon as I'm done putting the code in. On the count of five. Five, four, three, two, one. Close your eyes and you can open them. A gem, and now we have note number 8. Okay. Oops, let me move this. And I'm going to screenshot. Okay. Dear Mr. Sinclair, so you see, March 3rd, just so you see it, kind of important. Um, Thank you for promptly answering all of our demands not involving the police and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one would hope. One could hope. Don't die, Bender. Be safe. He's going into subby. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully, you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence like this incriminating, should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Dive if you wish. Um, let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you'd expect to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You are already more than generous and accommodating, and the least that we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points, and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats toward your young nephew, I want to personally assure you there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unattended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that caused the letters to pertain to the that the underlying cause that the letters pertain to. And you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. X. Okay, so that's a letter. So now we have 2 letters, and they'll stay here. A magnifying glass and a sledgehammer. We only have a small amount of rooms. We're going to go into the parlor. Did our parlor tricks. We're going to go into the den and push a room out the top end. We could go hallway. We'll drop a hallway there. Got the coin. We're going to go back and drop our other rooms. All right, what do we got? We got a pantry, a utility closet. Oh, commissary. We don't have a lot of money, but we ordered a magnifying glass. Yep, we got it. Very cool. Maybe that wasn't, did we already have it? I think we might have already had it. That was my bad. Let's just put a spare room there. We're not going in. We're going to go back this way and drop this room. Oh no, another. Well, we could do the drawing room. We get the chest. That'll use our 1 gem. Let's do this. And this is the stuff that gets a little bit faster as you move along. We did? Okay. Get this gem. And see, yeah, that's the note that we already had. Be so cool if they, like, put a fingerprint on it or something. You had to compare fingerprints or, I don't know, something like that. So we could go pantry. We could go observatory. Observatory is a good corner room. Key. No, I'm sorry. That's not a key. It's just, it holds the gem. It holds the gem. It's just a thingy. Yeah. So, today is day 4. Before we look in there, this is how this is going to work, I guess. So we should get a diamondous miner and 1 gem. So let's see if that's what we get. There's also here. Yeah, diamondous miner. Alright, let's see if that's what we get when we look. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's neat. So we just verified that those things do work together. And we have 4 stars now. I'm gonna go with this. This is a dead end. This sells us food but doesn't do much else. But this, if we have to go through it again, we get the 2 steps. Oh, maybe I should just go for these. Nah, we're gonna go for this. Okay. Key! Alright, we've done these pictures numerous times. I don't know if I took a screenshot of that, but now we did. This is where we're going? Yeah, spare room down commissary. And this one out. Right. Okay. And then straight on till dawn. Alright. So this one... I'm gonna go pantry because we don't have any coins. We're not going in just yet. Yeah, maybe we are, because that's the outside wall. An apple and a room. So, we could go West Wing Hall. We don't have that on the board yet. We could go garage again. Yeah, I'm going to go garage, and then I'll go back to the other hallway to move on. I forgot that we didn't have the breaker room. A closet, a corridor, or a passageway. We don't have any coins. Do this one. Oh, we don't have any gems. All right, chapel it is. We have 5 keys, so that's pretty good. Are they not working again? I'm sorry. I don't know why they wouldn't be working. We'll put security. Oh, we don't. We can't. All right, well, I guess this goes here. Oh, we get a compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently, which is good. It's kind of what we want. Did we see this already? Yes. Okay. Oh, courtyard. We don't have any gems, though. We can't get the pool either. So we're going to be done. Yep. Yeah, can't do it because we don't have gems. And now we get enough money to... just verify that we used up all our end rooms. We've done everything. Very cool, very cool. Day 4, 1 through 4 we did. I have 32 steps. I'm gonna go back to the beginning room. I think it was this way. Straight down. Yep, as far as I can go. Thank you very much to Wander. Having this is so if you can buy the game, if you're gonna decide to buy the game, I'm gonna highly recommend Steam rather than playing the free. You know, unless you just want to take notes the whole time, because you will need them. Highly recommend the Steam process rather than what Xbox offers as far as taking notes while gaming. It's just night and day. What? Weren't we here before? We didn't get that down at the bottom of our screen. Okay, I made a wish. I don't think it matters. I think that you can do it's whatever you shuffle that day, I guess. I don't know if I have no idea if there's a limit to the amount of days that you can spend playing. Honestly, I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know what happens if you make a wish either. So we are at our campsite. I'm going to screenshot this because I think that's a cool kind of picture. Maybe this way. Yeah, I like that with the little gate in the background out there. Yeah, okay. So we have our thumbnail for our next episode. I'm thinking that's probably going to be on Wednesday. Tomorrow I have scheduled to play a hog. It's supposed to be like Facility 47, which was the one that we played that was like in the snow. Um, it's supposed to kind of be like that. I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll see. Tomorrow night is Subsistence, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, so I'm thinking Wednesday I'll probably do a bonus. I'm not sure what time yet. Um, it will be on Discord before YouTube. The lives for tomorrow will go up after the stream is over. And then, yeah, I think Wednesday. I think we'll do this on Wednesday. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Again, thank you, Wander. Thank you, everybody, for playing along. It makes the game a lot more enjoyable for me and everybody else when you guys participate. Love to yous all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you're outside doing work, you know who you are. Please be safe and take care of yourself. Hang on. I want to make sure I save this right. I want you to be a witness. To the end of this. And then I want you to see I kind of did something to fix the credits. I hope they look better and 2 new rooms. That's nice. Hey, Bill. Sorry, Bill. We're wrapping up, but we do have credits about to roll. There we go. Save and quit. See, I always hit save and continue. Bill is always here. He just lurks away, and I love it. He's wonderful. Ah, nice. I hope your candidate wins, whoever that may be. All right, here's comes the credits. Love to yous all. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.